Ever looked up at the sky and suddenly wondered, how come it's blue? That simple question turns out to have a long and fascinating answer. In this story, we'll follow Bimo's curiosity as he accidentally uncovers major mysteries about light and the universe. Ever been riding your motorbike in the morning and thought, why is the sky blue, not purple or pink? Well, this story will take you on a relaxing journey to unpack that mystery in a chill but mind-blowing way. The story begins when Bimo, a kid who loves daydreaming while watching clouds, suddenly gets super curious about the sky's color. He even stopped eating his snack just to think, who painted it blue anyway? He eventually decided to find the answer himself. Bimo searched the internet, but got more confused the more he read. It said sunlight is white, but it's made of many colors. Like a rainbow, but combined. He thought, if it has many colors, why doesn't the sky look like fireworks every day? Finally, Bimo came across a weird term, Rayleigh scattering. He was stunned. Huh? Who is this Rayleigh guy? But he kept reading because his curiosity was already off the charts. It turned out the answer lay in how light scatters in the atmosphere. So here's the deal. Sunlight enters Earth and meets air molecules. Blue light has a short wavelength, so it bounces around easily in all directions. That's why our eyes catch the color blue more often than other colors. Bimo imagined the colors like little kids jumping on trampolines in the air. Red and yellow jumped calmly, but blue? It was like it had too much sugar, bouncing everywhere. So it's the one we see the most. But then his brain asked again, if blue bounces around a lot, then why does the sun look yellow? He scratched his head, but continued his research. At least the first mystery about blue was somewhat solved. Bimo once chatted with his dad, who just casually replied, the sky is blue? Well, just be grateful. That answer made Bimo even more curious. He was sure science had a more exciting answer than that typical dad talk. He kept reading and started to realize that the sky's color isn't nature's aesthetic choice, but a physics effect. So all this is because of mischievous air molecules, he thought. Turns out, studying the sky he sees every day is pretty fun. But one thing made Bimo daydream even longer. If this theory is true, why does the sky turn orange or red during sunset? This question sparked a new, even bigger curiosity. He started observing the sky every evening. It changed from light blue to yellow, then orange, sometimes even pinkish purple. It's like the sky's mood keeps changing. Bimo felt like he was watching a Korean drama, atmospheric edition. Every evening, he sat on his porch, noting the color changes. The neighbors thought he was waiting for a Wi-Fi signal to fall from the sky. But Bimo didn't care. True researchers are often misunderstood. One evening, while snacking on fried bananas, Bimo noticed a pattern. The colors changed as the sun got lower. There must be a scientific reason, he said, staring at the sky like a detective at a crime scene. Finally, Bimo went back to his laptop. He read that red light has the longest wavelength. So in the evening, only the red and orange are strong enough to travel the longer path through the atmosphere. Ah, so it's not the sky changing colors, but the sunlight scattering differently. Bimo slapped the table so hard his mom thought a gecko had fallen. The second mystery was starting to be solved. Even so, Bimo felt something was missing. If that's true, why are the colors so beautiful? Why not just plain red? That curiosity made him want to dig deeper. He read more. It turns out dust particles, smoke, and water vapor also help change the sky's color. Oh, so the sky is like nature's built-in Instagram filter. Just pick your vibe. Bimo laughed to himself. All these explanations made Bimo fall more in love with science. He just realized that something as simple as looking at the sky has a long, complex, but awesome story. And he didn't want to stop here. Towards nightfall, Bimo sat thinking, if it's blue at noon, orange in the evening, then why is it black at night? His thoughts grew wilder. I have to find the answer tomorrow. And that was the moment his new adventure began. The mystery of the sky's color wasn't over. Bimo was ready to dive deeper because the night sky apparently has an even stranger story. The next morning, Bimo woke up with renewed enthusiasm. He somewhat understood the mystery of the blue and orange sky, but the night sky, dark like a dead phone screen, still intrigued him. Why is that? The previous night, the sky was full of tiny stars, yet the main color was still black. But the sun is still shining on the other side of Earth. Why can't we see its light? Bimo started thinking even further. Bimo opened his laptop again and searched for an answer. He read that night is dark because the Earth rotates, causing the part where he was standing to move away from the sunlight. Oh, so the Earth is like spinning on a giant rocking chair. But he wasn't satisfied. A new term appeared, the limitation of light. Sunlight is still there, but it's not directed towards the night sky where Bimo was standing. So, the sky appears empty and dark. Bimo went down to the yard and looked at the sky. If it's dark because it's not hit by light, then the only things visible are those that emit their own light, like stars, he thought while lying on the grass. This led him to another thought. If there are so many stars, why isn't the sky as bright as stadium lights? That question made him feel like a sudden professor. Clearly, the sky had another trick he didn't know yet. After reading more deeply, Bimo finally found something. Olbers Paradox. It says if the universe were infinite and full of stars, the night sky should be extremely bright. But why isn't it? Well, that's the interesting part. The answer, it turns out, is because the universe is incredibly vast and has a finite age. A lot of starlight hasn't had time to reach Earth yet. Wow! So the darkness of night is proof that the cosmos is still young. Bimo was even more amazed. The sky he saw every day actually held secrets about the age of the universe. Crazy, I just wanted to know why it's blue. And now I'm learning cosmic history, he said, laughing to himself. He continued reading about cosmic dust. It turns out a lot of starlight is blocked by particles in space, so only a little reaches human eyes. That's why the night sky remains dark, even with many stars. Bimo felt like he had just watched a sci-fi movie, but a real version. So the night sky is a combination of distance, time, and particles? He grew more astonished. The complex explanation felt way cooler than his initial guess. Just then, his mom passed by and saw Bimo staring blankly at the morning sky. "What are you doing, Mo?" asked his mom. "Studying the sky, Mom," he replied. His mom just laughed. "Well, just make sure you don't study on an empty stomach." But Bimo's thoughts weren't finished. If light can bounce, be blocked, or scatter, then the sky color we see isn't its real color, but an effect of light interacting with the atmosphere. He felt like he had just unlocked a door to another dimension. Something he saw every day was actually an optical illusion. "So all this time, we've been beautifully tricked by physics," he said, slapping his forehead. Bimo then felt one important question remained. If the atmosphere changed, could the sky's color change too? He started imagining a purple, green, or even permanently grey sky. After searching, he found that on other planets, the color is indeed different. On Mars, the sky is reddish. On Titan, it's kind of yellowish. So our sky color is a special gift from Earth. He began to realize that the blue sky isn't just pretty. It's also a sign that Earth's atmosphere is healthy and has a specific composition. Wow, it's like Earth is giving a "I'm doing fine" code. Bimo smiled a little. The simple question that initially just made him curious had turned into an exciting journey about light, outer space, and other planets. All of that just from a single feeling of curiosity. That night before bed, Bimo looked at the sky one more time. Blue, orange, dark, everything has its reason, he murmured, satisfied. He felt he had found a treasure, not gold, but knowledge. And from that day on, Bimo never looked at the sky the same way again. Every color, every change, always has a story, and he realized a little curiosity can open up the entire universe. And if you like stories like this, or are interested in similar topics, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. By subscribing, you won't miss out on other exciting content. In the next video, there will be an even more interesting topic. It could be more mysterious, more entertaining, or even more surprising than you imagined. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to stay updated. Likes and comments also help this channel grow. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.